In this video, I'm going to show you how to directly invest into whatever Fundrise fund that you want and get around their pre-mixed portfolio. And we're going to start now. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Jay, and not long ago, I did an in-depth review of the Fundrise real estate investing service. Fundrise uses a crowdfunding model to let you directly invest into private real estate deals that you might not otherwise have access to. And I'll leave a link to my full review of Fundrise down in the description or maybe as the pinned comment so you can check that out. I went in depth into everything they offer. But if you've already watched that video, you may remember one of my complaints and one of my knocks against the Fundrise service was that you couldn't directly invest into whichever of their eREITs that you wanted to. Basically, when you sign up and you choose your plan, you choose a strategy, whether that's supplemental income or balanced growth or long-term price appreciation. And depending on your goals in whichever one of those three strategies you tell Fundrise that you prefer, they go ahead and take your investment dollars and invest them into the mix of funds that they see fit for that strategy. Now, the actual mix of funds will change over time as investments become fully funded or new investment funds are added and things like that. So let's jump into my Fundrise account right now so I can show you exactly what I'm talking about and then show you the Fundrise hack I discovered to kind of get around this process and be able to directly invest into whichever Fundrise fund you choose. Okay, so I just logged into my Fundrise portfolio, and you can see right here that when I signed up, I chose the supplemental income plan. And I went through my rationale for that and my reasoning for that in my Fundrise review, so you can watch that in that other video. So now let's click over into my actual portfolio for this supplemental plan. And you can see here in my portfolio the positions I hold. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different funds that I hold within my Fundrise account. Now, Fundrise automatically chooses those based on that supplemental income strategy that I chose when I signed up. Now, you are able to change that, but again, that's in the longer review video. So you can see this interval fund is the main fund that Fundrise is building up, and I think no matter what strategy you pick, the core of your holdings is going to be this interval fund. It's their main fund. And then you can see I have an income eREIT, a West Coast eREIT, eREIT 14, and an income eREIT, again, because I chose supplemental income. Now, if you chose growth or a balanced portfolio, those are probably different. But Fundrise didn't let me choose those specific funds. And even after my initial investment to my Fundrise portfolio, when I added more money to my account, I wasn't able to distribute that into whichever fund I wanted. I was able to, between these 5 funds, I could tell it where I wanted the money to go, but I couldn't add a 6th fund or choose one of their other funds. And that really frustrated me, and I think that was something I think you should be able to do. You should be able to pick the investments you want to invest in. So I did a little digging online, I scoured the depths of the internet, and I found a workaround. I found a way to directly invest into whichever Fundrise fund that you want to do. And they don't make it obvious, they don't make it clear, so I'm going to show you how to do that right now. So once you're logged in to your Fundrise account, what you want to do is go up to the search bar here and fundrise.com/offerings. Now I looked around and I couldn't find a way to get to this offerings screen through any of the menus they have up there on your menu bar, even though more is highlighted right now. So fundrise.com/offerings, you got to manually type it in, and then you can see every investment fund that Fundrise offers. See, we have income growth, we have an East Coast eREIT, we have a Heartland eREIT, the West Coast one I already mentioned. Then we have other income and growth eREITs down here. There's tons of investment options here. So what do I do if I want to directly invest my next Fundrise deposit into one of these new ones that I don't already hold? Well, what you got to do is come here to fundrise.com/offerings. And then let's just say I wanted to add this growth eREIT 7 to my portfolio. I would click View Details, And you can see here, now it depends on the level of Fundrise account you have. I'm pretty sure you need advanced or above. Actually here, it looks like core or above will work for this particular one. And here, where it gives you all the details on this growth eREIT 7, you can see it lists direct investment by account level, available, not available. And then down here under the big back to dashboard screen is or make a direct investment. So if I click on that, you'll see I can directly invest into this growth eREIT fund. Even though I haven't chosen the growth strategy, I can do it manually by this little workaround here. So investment name, growth eREIT, and I can choose whatever amount I want to invest in this. I don't have to invest $1,000. I can choose own amount and I can do 100. No, I guess 1,000 is the minimum. Just discovered that. So a minimum $1,000 investment and I can add to this. So let's go back to the fundrise.com/offerings screen. And I'm gonna show you there are some limitations to this. Now, if you remember in my original Fundrise review, what I noticed was that the holdings in my portfolio that Fundrise chose and I'm invested in was very heavily invested across the southern United States, what they call the Sun Belt, and in California. And I raised the question during that review, well, what if I want to invest more in East Coast real estate or real estate in the Midwest? And I wanted to be able to kind of pick out that option if I wanted to. So let's go now and check out the East Coast eREIT. Say I wanted to invest in some East Coast real estate. I click view details right like I did before. And you can see here is it's not perfect. Whereas with the growth eREIT, I had the option to directly invest. Here with the East Coast one, I think because the phase over here is already operating, this eREIT is already up and running, you have to inquire about making a direct investment rather than just being able to do it through this screen. So I think if you really want to get into the East Coast eREIT like this, or any of the other ones that may say inquire here rather than let you make the direct investment, you should be able to email Fundrise, or I don't know if you can call them, but email them saying you want to invest in the East Coast eREIT with your next $1,000 deposit or whatever you're going to do. And hopefully that way they will let you do it as well. So let's just look at a few others and see what we could possibly invest in or what they're going to make us inquire about. So we checked out the East Coast. Let's check out the Heartland, invest in the Midwest. Again, it wants us to inquire to be able to invest that one. All right, what if we didn't have the West Coast and we wanted some West Coast property? What about that? Okay, the West Coast one is available. We can make a direct investment in there if we didn't already hold it. Or, say I'm in the supplemental income plan. What if I'm in the high growth plan, but I want to balance out my risk a little more? I want, say, the balanced eREIT. Nope, that one's going to make us inquire. Or balanced eREIT 2. All right, that one we can make a direct investment in. So what you can see is it's kind of hit or miss whether you can make a direct investment into all of these funds, or some of them, they're going to make you take the extra step and inquire about making the direct investment. So if you were like me and you were a little frustrated that you couldn't pick out your own Fundrise investments to invest in within your portfolio, and this helped you out, please give this video a like. It really helps spread the video out to other people who may have this question, and it will help them out too. So I'd appreciate it if you do that. And like we saw, this isn't a perfect workaround. It's not a perfect hack, but it is good to know. It is good to discover that deep within the menus of Fundrise, you can discover the option and you do have the ability to directly invest into certain funds. So again, you can't find this offering screen through any of their menus up there. You got to type in fundrise.com/offerings, then check out the fund you're interested in and see if you can directly invest that way. But that's how you directly invest into a Fundrise fund of your choice. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, again, give this video a like and subscribe to the channel. Check out my full Fundrise review up here. I think you'll enjoy it. I tell you everything you need to know about investing with Fundrise. So go check that out, and I hope to see you there.